Hello friends, Resort here again with another edition of our 100 cat playthrough. Right now we still have just the 3 cats, but one of them is pregnant at 13 days out of, actually now 14 days out of 20. And so next 6 days, probably during this video, we'll end up with another litter of cats. Hoping for a big one, but probably just gonna get a small one. We will see. Last video, we had a fairly unfortunate raid come through that refused to come into our kill box. Now we have this door permanently stuck open, and we are thickening the back walls, and that should ensure we're able to keep out any enemies who would come and trouble us. At least that's the story we're sticking with. We have Element working on research, trying to get us towards assault rifles as soon as possible. Working our way through that. We're trying to play no traps, no turrets this time. We'll see how that goes. There are a few trees inside of my kill box also that I'd like to go ahead and clear out. I'm going to have Element come and do that. The fewer places our enemies have to hide against us, the better for us all. Before you go away, grab the other one also. I'm feeling fairly confident about this base's defensibility. As long as the enemies cooperate and come down to the kill box, the cats will be kept safe. Absolutely, but the doubled back wall will help us quite a bit. We have a fair amount of steel stayed up still. Looks like a stack and a half or so, which is just what we need for getting some more steel doors outside. And then I will continue working on this inner stockpile room. Now you see my current starting stockpile is a bit too full, so it properly spread out would be nice. These trees are all slowing down people's movement throughout the base, so I want to mark those for cutting down as well. Plenty of work to keep doing. We're definitely in that middle part of the Rimworld playthrough where the base is nicely established. Just a matter of keeping the various processes running along fine while we upgrade bit by bit and get things looking just fine. At some point, I'd like to go ahead and turn this compacted steel wall into a stone one. Though steel does have 1,500 hit points, where a granite wall has only 595. I was thinking for aesthetic purposes, it might be nice to have a different kind of wall here, but can't beat that kind of HP. So let's go and put the wall straight on top of it. I think I am going to go ahead and do that just to toughen it up and make it look a little bit nicer for us. But we'll leave the steel there for right now, as we don't need any more for improving our base hardly at all. There's plenty more hauling it needs doing, as you see little bits of weapons here, there, and everywhere. But until the stockpile's finished, we probably should not do that. And how long ago was our last raid? Last raid was, it seems, a fair bit ago. And I gotta make sure we get this outer wall made before next raid, so we'll hold off on improving the inside until that is nicely done. We did finish building our extra bedroom, though. As I do see, we didn't put down any flooring at all, and we don't have any heaters or coolers in there. And it does get kind of warm this place throughout the summer. I actually don't know, though, about the winter temperature. I don't know how cold it's going to get. Let's go ahead and pull up the world map and see where it tells us about ambient temperature, average temperature throughout the winter. Looks like we get down to, on average, 12.3 C. So not super freezing cold, but definitely cooler. So here they'd appreciate it for staying comfortable, but it's not an essential part of the playthrough. It's not going to be they're going to freeze to death if we don't get it for them. Let's see how our clothes are doing generally also, because we haven't yet started making news clothes for anybody. They're showing the original 3 starting outfits. Yeah, still all in roughly the 70s and 80s. Since Red t-shirt had a couple bullets at some point, so lost some additional durability. Yeah, a few people have some shirt problems, but it's alright. So 20% for it's a big problem at all. We do have an amount of cloth coming in. Be harvested in just a moment, and we have a fair amount that's already been harvested. So whenever we get to tailoring, it's going to be just fine. Absolutely fine. But around 11 to work on that. I will do my crafting room back here probably. We're sort of running out of free spaces inside the base. We could mine out some here and put a little crafting room there, but I feel like it'd be awkwardly jammed in. We have this area down here open also, but I think I'm going to do my crafting room back this way. All right, we got smithing now. So we can make metal weapons and tools. We don't really want either of those at all. All 3 of our people are shooters. They're not brawlers by any means, so let's continue working on the line that gets us over to precision rifling. That is our home base. After that, pretty much no other research is really needed. I trust once we have precision rifling, we'll be just fine. But I am remembering, as I remember basically every video, that we need to get some steel armor vests made. Well, that our people are kind of exposed, and not wearing hats also is a good way for us all to end up plenty dead, plenty fast. So we are out of granite right now, so our find constructors doing the best he can to find other bits of stone to use. We'll get spawned on crafting in just a moment here. But we have 11. I'm actually going to go ahead and order 11 to deconstruct all this floor. We'll take a little bit of prioritize queuing. Not haul wood. Oh no, I messed it up. So I'm going to haul that wood for no good reason, then come back and get back to it. It is 6 p.m. So a few more hours of labor before we have to get him to bed. And of course, we could sort of automatically queue up all of this by telling the character to stay inside a zone right here so that they don't wander off. They'll stay inside the zone until all the labor's done, but I'm not going to do that to him. If he wants to go to bed, he can do so. Yeah, it's absolutely flying through that. You champion. I didn't actually think he'd finish all of it, so I didn't queue up the rest, but with it all queued, he could probably get it all done before bedtime, with plenty of stone then for the morning to get our stockpile done, and then also to begin putting up a crafting room for tailoring and for armor vest making both. But then we'll get armor vest making until we have is it just machining? Maybe it's just machining we need for armor vests. Yeah, because you have the machining table, so we'll have to get 800 more research done. It shouldn't take too long. But again, with this third-person base, one never knows how long anything will actually take. Alright, we do have some clothes inside of our stockpile zone, and the cat food pile is full. So the solution to that is to continue making the cat food pile even a little bit bigger. Keep on that. I'm making an entire room. All that room, pure kibble. The cats will have no place to sleep. They'll be sleeping on a pile of kibble, swimming through it in the daytime like Scrooge McDuck or something. Alright, 11's failing, but happily just on stones. That's because of the thumb problem, I'm sure, at Lord's Manipulation. And there's a permanent, occasional screw-up. No issues, though. Alright, and we do want to get power over to Yoder's room, where there isn't any right now. So we're a power cable between the solar panel right there and up across the back, so it doesn't go through the doorway and make everything look ugly. Yeah, so one thing I am noticing is just the lack of having many people for construction. It is making so there's always a little bit more construction that needs doing before we're able to really expand the base. Happily, we're expanding carefully, doing the things that we need doing right now, not any luxuries or great desires. I trust for me, absolutely fine. Okay, so 2 more bits of stone here, and Levin will be able to finish that up. We then go ahead and expand the stockpile zone quite a bit. That'll be roofed up right away. And my hauler should begin to work then, moving all the junk over. And who's my hauler? Well, it was the element, so element's researching now. For the moment, make element as a job 1 hauler. We'll get them back onto research really, really soon. I just need to get the stockpile zones cleared out, so we're able to move more food into our freezer here, because currently there's lots of food rotting out in the fields. Rats and ostriches and all the rest are surely eating my food, my hard work. They're fattening themselves up, though. Soon enough to come after all of them, including medicine out here, and that's a big, big waste. So we'll trust Element to get it all moved around correctly. It will take a little bit. All right, Levin, what are you up to, my friend? You're hauling also. All right, so Levin is actually out of construction job, that means. So we'll put Levin on job 1 crafting briefly to get more granite stone, hopefully. Yeah, granite stone is the aim here. We can then use that fixing the wall. I'm going to change this over to sandstone floor, so we're able to just save the granite for the outside room. In Levin's bedroom, we did an okay job of making a nice 1-color room. This time, though, I'd like to change it out and make sure our characters don't waste the important stones on unimportant floors. Maybe someday it'll be 1 color, but not quite yet. Alright, you're graniting, that's great. He'll probably be doing making a little granite and running outside over and over again, but that's alright. Where are our nearest granite chunks? Those are marble, I think. Yeah, marble there, and yeah, granite's down here, it seems. So we'll mark those for hauling to go and bring them up here. And if some hauler managed to grab them all, it would be super duper, but not so sure. There's lots more hauling still to do, and our food stockpile is, well, entirely full, but there's still clothes in there, which means that Elements still needs to do more hauling. My hope is that it'll drop off some rice, immediately go to bed? What are you doing, Element? You're going to bed, all right? Before you go, kindly go and haul. Can't haul Devil Strand out. I'm guessing I expanded this stockpile just to include, yeah, wood and metal still. We actually want to allow everything except for food and corpses, and that will help with the hauling again. First thing, I do believe. But all the plants are replanted again, so Yoder is now onto crafting. As I mentioned a number of times, Yoder just can't do any hauling, which is really throwing off part of the base's ongoing productivity, but it's okay. We have a huge pile of uncooked food already, raw food, but I am seeing that some of that is dead person meat. Yeah, actually, most of it is dead person meat. I mean, good for the cats, bad for the people. And I will go ahead and... Alright, I've stopped making kibble for right now. I want to ensure we don't waste all of our human food on making a cat meat right now. Or meat for the cats, rather. It's an awkward thing having one person who can't haul at all, because right now I'd love to have Element still researching. The research has stopped. It's not good for the health of the base. But it's just not clear what we could do. We could make Yoder into a researcher also until all the research is, until all the hauling is done. The problem is Yoder is so darn bad, and also we do need the granite stone, so it's okay to keep things like this. We're building along just fine. I'm absolutely sure we're gonna end up with a raid real soon here to test our defenses, and so the sooner we can build things up, the better. I don't want to build all that at once, lest the section of the inside doesn't get done, or Levin locks himself in the corner, perhaps. That'd be truly, truly terrible. Let's go and put down our crafting room also, and we will mark it not to build right away, so it's not prioritized. But I think back in the corner, put a little door right there, probably, and a door on this end also. Door right in the middle. And we'll do just wood doors still, and hope beyond hope that the enemies do not manage to come through the wall and into this room. It's a place of business, a place of crafting, not a place of battle, I promise. Let's go move this forward one, just so we have a more properly square room. Much nicer. Sandstone walls, that's granite walls. Surely not what I meant to do. How did I do this? Alright, so sandstone instead. Across all of here. And that'll be for both tailoring and machining, and basically any other crafting job we need all goes right there. 11, tell me about your room, please. It's apparently a decent bedroom. No comfort, no real beauty other than the flowers, but decent enough. Yoder, yours is just dull. I mean, you can see the flowers. What more do you want than flowers? I don't know what these people are into. I guess totally plain floor is better than one with patches of grass and surely bugs climbing into bed with Yoder. I understand. I don't like it, but I understand it. Alright, when do we unpause our simple meal making? At 9. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down even a little bit more to 5 or 4, I guess. Because if it goes bad, we do still have the packaged survival meals for emergency purposes. We could potentially take the packaged survival meals and go visit another colony nearby and hopefully buy some cats. But it's a bit of a hike to potentially pick up a cat. If I knew they had cats for sale, if I saw an advertisement in the local Rimworld newspaper, I would surely skedaddle over there for great prices on the finest of felines, but I don't know it's there and know to find out ahead of time, so I won't do that. We don't need to have microelectronics, so we're also not going to be able to call for people to bring us cats or any other exotic goods, unfortunately. Element, what are you hauling now? Just cloth and potatoes. Potatoes won't be that bad for that long out there. Well, no, under half quality, so make sure all the potatoes get hauled in next, please, and then we'll get you back on research straight away. We still have 2 revolvers for our people, and one great initial bolt-action rifle. I've been fretting pretty much all playthrough about whether I should give them these other bolt-action rifles. The poor quality one has the best durability, but they're just poor and shoddy. If one was just normal, I'd absolutely use it, but poor and shoddy, I don't know. Seems like a recipe for disaster. Hope the revolvers do good work. All of our people are decent enough shooters, a 7, a 8, an 8, and a 9. A 9 is the best gun, but who knows? I don't necessarily want any raiders to bring me good guns. I don't want to get stuck having to fight them off, but we will see. All right, the sandstone's finished up. We've run out of sandstone for this area right here, I think. Got marble, we got marble. Yeah, no more sandstone, unfortunately, so we'll go ahead and change the stone cutter over to make sandstone if we can. So we can... let's go ahead and make a non-uniform room. Our little secret. We're thinking about making it one way, but we decided that there's better beauty and diversity, and using granite wall now, which I marked initially, meant I truly wanted it that way. I probably use all the sandstone for the floor there. And so we'll change this out to granite also. Oh boy, gutworms. Alright, this is actually our second gutworm infestation this playthrough. I don't know if someone's been licking the floor, if they've been trying to share their cooties, or who knows what. But last time it was elements sickness, this time it is both Levin and Yoder, the other two. So maybe Element is now immune of gutworms, but Yoder's got them, Levin's got them. That's just pretty annoying, because they cause constant pain and oodles of hunger until it's fully treated. Make sure both those folks are on using only herb medicine. Actually, if we got worms, we can use no medicine at all, right? I don't believe the quality of tend matters at all, only that they are tended for gut worms, and you can imagine your own treatment regimen for that sort of thing. I imagine there's like stomach massaging, perhaps making them drink magical potions of some sort. Whatever causes you to get the worms out fast, that's what we need. Alright, tomorrow apparently we're having a cat birthday. Oh gosh, unless a lightning strike destroys our base before then. Oh dear, we seem to be okay. Direct hits. Hey, and a boom up too. That's our boom route too. That's fantastic. Please don't catch a fire. That's my joystick. Alright, Operation Save the Precious Joystick underway now. It failed before it even really began. Mission failure. Uh-oh. I'm guessing this is not in our home zone. They walk away from it like that. A creeping, expansive home zone is needed to ensure we don't end up having everything burned down. Yeah, if we only lost a joystick in that, we are totally fine. We'll build it right where it fell in memory of happier days. This horseshoe pin in memory and honor of all the horseshoe pins that have fallen in ages past. We'll pour out a 40 and celebrate the way things used to be. Alright, still plenty of granite though. Yeah, things go up very nicely. We'll go ahead and put down... Did we get roofs down here? Yeah, nice roof there. Plenty of stockpile room still. We probably do want to get smoke leaf joints made fairly soon. We'll do that in a little bit, but for now, as I said, I want to get a production station here for tailoring. We won't put a smithy up. I don't see any reason for us to do that right now. And look at that, actually in range of that single pipe I made, which means if I put a tailoring bench there and a machining table right here, they'll both be, oh, not quite in range, unfortunately. If we extend out the power cable by one, though, it should be absolutely fine. So we'll extend out the power cable just by one. I'll do two just for good luck's sake. That should be totally fine. Still enough steel for right now. There's probably more steel on the map somewhere I haven't yet picked up. Yeah, plenty up here from a ship part that was deconstructed. Got other bits around, no doubt. I'm one of those players who often misses things on the map. Let's just grab it early, but I forget. Yeah, lots of steel. No joke at all. And there is lots of herbal medicine also. If we were currently in a worse spot on medicine, I'd probably not grab that, but we have still more than our starting amount of good medicine and a fair amount of herbal medicine also, so we are just fine. Seeing that much real medicine actually make me think, man, I wish I make hospital beds. That, however, does require research, and we're not doing that. What is Element up to, though? Element's up to just meditation. We're asking Element to please instead get back on research after cleaning is done. I think these trees are also blocking people's ingress and egress. So let's go ahead and get them knocked down. Maybe I'll put some flooring throughout the entire base. Alright, random zit. Did I... Oh, you cheeky friends. Oh, you cheeky friends. So we didn't finish on the granite, unfortunately. And they put a electric fueled building without yet building the roof. Should have thought that a little better. Happily, nothing really burned down. A-okay. Oh, actually, I'm glad to notice this. So I said we don't want a roof here. That is absolutely false, video game. I'm sorry for my falsehoods to you. But no, we moved that roof a long time ago. And now, yeah, we do definitely want roofs there. That was our starting dormitory had a roof, and now we need one again. But I think... I'm a little surprised I didn't consume all the power from this battery. But they are connected, or they were connected at least. So I'm not sure what happened there. It's all connected. I thought when Zit events happened, things explode. Oh, but a mentor pack. Alright, what do we get? A pack of man-hunting emus entered the area. They roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. That is more than a few emus, and emus are fairly fast and fairly bitey both. Yeah, 5.10 is their speed. Unfortunately, when it comes to this kind of kill box strategy, it's very hard to quote-unquote door cheese against enemies who move much faster than you do. So we're going to close that door and hope the emus stay outside and leave us alone. But in the Alpha 18 patch, sometimes they do not do so. They will just peck their way right through the doors and come on in and cause such problems. So we're going to forbid all the doors. So we stay inside. I got all the doors, yes. Got all the doors, yes. But we'll see what happens. We're now locked inside. Happily, there is work for us to do here. Especially with that roof built. Which is done now or is not done now? Is not done now. All right, in the morning, that's 11 to do that. We might get another Zit event on the tailored bench. Alright, so they did come and attack the door for brief bits, got on a 30%, and then they gave up. I don't fully understand why they give up. Though the starting text says if you hide inside of doors, you'll be fine. In Alpha 18, that's not exactly true. They do get pecking and get knocking aggressively like they're trying to sell you something or preach for some religion or another one. But we pretend we weren't home. We turn off the lights very quickly, cower behind the sofa. We will not join Emu International. No, 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 no. Yeah, they'll get tired of this ruse before too long. They'll realize they've come to the wrong place and go visit the neighbors instead. Happily, though, with them hanging out here, we now have a base defense. If another raid comes, they might come in right this direction and fight the emus. Though with the front doors all closed, it's likely the case that the raid might attack my backside. Happily, the emus would... Yeah, we knew this would happen. Happily, the emus would probably come and defend no matter where on the map. So, we'll see what happens. Alright, yeah, I did lose that. So when I saw that I hadn't built the roof, I probably should have gone ahead and forced someone to stay awake and build the roof. 11 most likely. It was kind of silly of me to leave it running when I saw the fire danger, absolutely. Happily, we have more than enough steel and more than enough components right now to build yet another one, but I am going to hold off on that until we get the roof actually made. Now, we don't actually have any more granite inside. So we're going to change these yet again, this time to marble. Wait, is it actually full? Oh, I lied. So we have more than enough stone. I thought it was not completely built. Perfect. We have just enough stone to finish this. You are delightful, Evan. Good job. I compliment my video game characters. They make me proud. Alright, so we lost just one component in that explosion. A fair bit of wood and a fair bit of steel, but I think we have enough. No, we don't actually, but happily that's what we kept our magic pile of steel right here. Also, we have finally enclosed our entire back end of the base, so it's now all covered in. This seems delightful in one way, however, we definitely need that sunlight to cast a shadow on this, not cast shadow, cast the opposite shadow, cast the brightness on the solar generator. Alright, we'll need to dig this out a little bit more. I'm checking to make sure we haven't gotten infestations yet. We've not. This whole area seems mineable without any infestations, and that's what we really, really need. Now, we should be having a cat birthday today. I promised a cat birthday. Maybe it's at the end of the 20th day that birth happens. 20 of 20. So I'm guessing at the end of the day, or perhaps like the very hour of conception it clicks over. We'll see very soon what happens. But give me some kitties. Please and please. Alright, tailoring bench is made. Fantastic. Again, we don't need any clothes right now. We will at some point soon, though, so it's good to have that up. We'll give him a chair also, and a lamp as well. Does lamp light reach? Does. Good. Hey, there we go. Fun's giving him birth. How many new babies? Only one? Oh, this will be a little bit slow playthrough. Happily, it's a kitten, though. So we do have now 3, or it's a female, not a kitten. It's a kitten and a female both. Happily, though, we have 3 females and 1 male. Eli, I please get to impregnating more than one. 4 out of 100. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but a very, very slow step at that. Let's go ahead and make our bedrooms a little more attractive. Raising our base value, of course, surely. Increasing the chance that huge raids are going to come and destroy us. I mean, I'm guessing I could probably cheese this by just refusing to build anything. Let's go ahead and actually turn this around, please. Is that right? Yeah, I think I turned it around. We keep our base value as low as possible just to keep the raids low against us. Are you all still manhunters? They are still manhunters. I believe when they get tired and fall asleep, they stop being manhunters. Or perhaps when they run out of food and starve, they leave the map. I know individual manhunting animals behave differently than manhunting packs. And I never quite remember which one is which and how they behave. Happily, part of our being locked inside, though, is that element is getting research done in a real hurry, or at least as hurriedly as a person with 9 intellect can do. We are about halfway or so through machining now, the point at which we finally get some armor for ourselves. Speaking of armor and such, though, we could start making hats. I do see a lot of human leather here. I don't actually know how psychopaths behave towards human leather outfits. So make one human leather cowboy hat and see how they respond. I don't believe cloth can be used for cowboy hats. They're leather only. We got oodles of human leather, but past that, not too many other kinds of leather. Let's see, what else we got? Actually, 114 Yorkie skins. That would work fine for cowboy hats. They don't want to do human. I sell the human junk before for too long here. And the muffled leather, I believe that we need 50 for a cowboy hat. Is that right? Let's just check real quick. Never quite remember the numbers. But let's see. Cowboy hat requires only 25. Yes, we have muffled leather also. They'll be nicely dressed soon. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go hard here. Say 3 cowboy hats. It'll actually say, let's not use human leather, because we don't want to be monsters. I don't want to deal with potentially mood detriments for outfitting them in such terrible ways. Alright, Yoder needs treatment. It's just gutworms, so again, we can self-tend, get the gutworms out, rubbing that tummy, making it feel oh so good. Let's get a chair over here. I don't know who my best tailor is going to be. It's Yoder also, who's my cook and grower, and lots of other things. Alright, manhunters are still manhunting. Let's keep ourselves locked inside. I know some people like to make a stay inside zone, so their colonists don't walk outside. I've occasionally then forget to put people onto it in the restrictions tab. And so I just forbid the doors. As long as you forbid all the doors, they'll stay inside and not cause any trouble, which is what I really want. We got plenty of food, though. No growing is happening right now, so we're going to make Yoder jump when tailoring. And Yoder should get right on that, I think. Mining first. Do we need more steel right now? I don't think we do. So we'll take you off mining. Get you on tailoring, please. And get those cowboy hats, which will give us a little bit of both defense and fashion. And who would not want to look absolutely beautiful? Let's get some dusters also. The cowboy colony. You heard here first that cats like cowboys. I like to imagine it chasing down cows. There's very large rats. At least that's my headcanon to explain why we're cowboys for this playthrough. Oh, I'm still really annoyed that we only got 1 cat that time. I actually don't know what the brood size can be. I think I've seen as large as 3 or 4. Very good. Very good. All right, so a pregnancy has occurred. Got 20 days now until next one goes pop. And speaking of pop, I actually don't know what the incest rules are when it comes to animals in the game. Like, I know it's the case that brothers and sisters will copulate, but I do not know if parents will do so with their children. So either they do breed through the generations, and if so, that's fine. If not, we have to wait for them to have a boy kitten and that one to grow up before we really get this thing rolling in a big way. Alright, combat supplies arrived. I think the emus are all settled down now. Let's see what the combat supplies are being chased down by birds with teeth and talons and a thirst for human blood. It seems not. Everybody's sleeping now, so yeah, it's when they get tired that they will no longer be hungry for blood. That wolf concerns me a little bit. Wolves can walk into your base and eat your cats. Also, in the last raid, I meant to kill this boom rat, just because they're a little annoying to have. So we'll go ahead and get some cleansing of nearby fauna very soon. It's still free from infestations inside our base, other than here, which is plenty cold, so no issues. Yeah, things look okay. Let's kill a wolf in the morning. We should say hi to the combat supplier also. And again, as mentioned previously, elements are best social. It also gets joy from it. And since elements are worst head case right now due to their brother dying, which actually they've gotten over the brother dying. Oh, slept in the cold. All right, it's now finally cold enough they're cranky about the coldness. So we can switch over from the coolers to some heaters instead. We'll do that. And keep people appropriately full of comfort throughout this whole season. Also, Element's room is like totally jammed up with basically all the amenities they could ever need. Is that in range to a battery? I think it's in range. Might not be. We'll see in a minute. And we'll give you 11 a heater also, and a vent between these rooms, which might require digging up even more steel, but we're still fine on that. So you all stay here a little while longer, please. Don't leave. Please, Hammer, don't go away. Why is it forbidden? I likely did that. Yeah, so actually winter's here, our first winter. Element, please say hello. I think Element does not have gut worms now, so hopefully the stab scar does not cause a detriment to social ability. It does not. Nice, nice, nice. I've got a number of old weapons here we can sell. I've been holding on to for quite a while. I don't think I really need any clubs. I mean, usually I keep one club to help us take care of prisoners in case they try to escape. I'll go ahead and just do that for tradition's sake, knowing full well that we're not going to end up with any prisoners this time around because prisoners need to be psychopaths before they'll really join us and be flourishing inside of our base. We need happy psychopaths. So I think I'm just going to sell everything. A good quality bolt-action rifle is 500 money. I mean, it's a lot of cash, but we don't really need money for much else right now other than maybe Nutramine, which you all don't sell. Investing in what is not an amazing rifle. Like, it's good, but it's not going to be what I'm going to use late game. So I'm thinking no, we won't buy the bolt-action rifle, and hopefully we can hold off against... I canceled everything, didn't I? Whoops. Hopefully we can hold off against the next raid that comes with just our lovely revolvers. I was thinking of canceling thoughts about getting rid of our buying a rifle, rather, not cancel thoughts about everything else here. So I just want to get rid of all of you again. This time I promise I'll push accept. Goodbye, weapons. Made 96 money. Pretty good. Pretty good. More money for the Cats' college fund. Got to put so many babies through school. It's ridiculous. Alright, someone's starving. This is just gutworm starvation. The real annoyance here. Eat all my food for a while, but we have plenty of food still. Lots of potatoes. Lots of human meat for the cats. Cats are well fed. We had that birth I promised, but we'll get some more births real soon, I hope. I'm going to cut there. See you in a little bit. Another Rimworld 100 Cat playthrough.